And what is going on, everybody? I'm Secretly a Toasty here, and today we're playing some FR Legends. There's been an update, technically since I recorded anything, but there's been an update since I last recorded FR Legends, and one of the main things they added was this NA Miata. So let me just show you a couple things about this thing, because as Doug DeMuro would say, this thing has a lot of quirks and features. One of the main things, well actually, you know what, let me start off with the roof. First off, obviously, it's a convertible, it's an NA Miata. All of them were convertibles. But there was this hardtop, and if I remember correctly, you could buy it for free. Let me just sell it real quick, because it was $0. And then go back to the option. See? Free. Absolutely free. Pretty cool little installment, I thought. So, of course, I already bought it, but I've already recorded this video 4 times. So, anyways, let's get on to the other things. The main one I was about to start with was the mirrors. Now you might think, oh, how can mirrors be cool? By turning them into peace signs, or rather, peace hands. I've seen them once on the internet, but I thought they were just one of those, like, one-off little designs that you could put on. You know, only like 7 were made, or it's custom made, or something like that. But no, now we can add it into FR Legends. Now, for the front face, you can have teeth, a tongue, or both. Which I think is pretty cool because they don't have anything like this for any of the other vehicles. So it's a cool, nifty little touch. What else? There was another thing. Oh, taillights. You can put heart taillights. I think that's pretty nifty. I think that's pretty cool looking. But the rear bumper, nothing too spectacular. Just the basic, you know, extended rear bumper. Exhaust, nothing too crazy. There's no new rims as far as I know. Toe straps are basically the same. Let me see the body kit, because I think it's just basic stuff in there. Kit A, B, which is the one I really like, and C. Yeah, other than that, you know, it's just some basic stuff. This thing, I have been driving it a little bit on the Touge attacks, and it's a pretty nifty little car, but that's also because it only has 125 horsepower. So you really can't lose much traction when going around those corners. Obviously, this is a drifting game, and it's a little easier than it would be in real life with 125 horsepower. But when you want to go around those corners normally, it does take it better than most of the other vehicles. But it does drift. I'll show you right now. It does drift. It just doesn't want to. So let me just show you on course B real quick. It likes to straighten out, especially in sharper turns, like you would see in turn C, in course C. But as you can see, it's like really stiff and really wants to straighten out. So I missed that. But let me show you what happens when we add a little bit of power to it. So that actually wasn't too bad. Maybe it's because I'm getting used to the feeling of the vehicle. Let me show you on a different course, something that requires a little bit more power, which is Sanpatsu, however you pronounce that. NKC, I'll go with NKC course B, I'll say that, because I feel like I pronounced the other thing a little incorrect. That's the word I'm looking for. So this course is actually really good for those vehicles that you can't really control on tighter courses, because you just have to be flat out the entire time. This thing doesn't have enough power to make that fun, but I am showing it to you here. Like, as you see, it just cut the corner really quickly. So, let me show you a Touge attack in this. Let me show you an NKCTA, or Touge attack. So let me show you actual, like, you know, actual corner racing, not just drifting. This thing's pretty fun, in these corners, at least. It stays planted, too. Like, obviously, you can, if you really push it, you can get it to, you know, slide out on you. Or if you go over these rubble strips a little too fast, you can cause it to do that. But other than that, you know, this thing's a really solid race car. Which is probably the opposite of what you want in a drifting car, or a drifting game, sorry. Like, see, I just took that corner really quick, and it just did not lose traction whatsoever. Obviously had a little bit of squeal because I'm pushing the tires, but it didn't slide out. It stayed planted. It turned those corners correctly. So, just because it doesn't have that much horsepower. But let me actually add some horsepower. As you can see, this thing goes by blocks. If you play this game, you obviously know what that means. Just going by one block on each one of these makes it a whole different driving experience. It only gets it to 165 horsepower, don't get me wrong. But that's still way more than the 125 it had before. Let me show you how it feels on this course again. Has a little bit more power, likes to see that it held a little bit easier. I missed that first one because I initiated a little too quick, but see, it likes to hold the angle a little bit better. I'm just not driving properly at all. But it does feel a little bit different when you actually play the game and you do exactly what I just did. It feels pretty good. So let me show you what it feels like on course B as well, because you saw me do both, so I'm going to do both. And then I'll take it around the toge again. And initiate. Take it around this corner. See, it feels so much better. It has a little bit more of a slide ability. And I bet you anything, when you put a bunch of power into... and fail. If you put a bunch of power into this thing, I bet you anything it'll slide a lot better. These Miatas are known for being able to slide pretty well. But they're also known for being able to take corners really well. Straighten? Okay, they must have made the initiation part like super early in that square. So let me just... it feels a lot better. I bet you anything when you put power into it, it's going to slide a lot better too. So, that wasn't my best run, don't get me wrong, and I'm really not doing this car justice. I've been playing around with my FCRX7 and then doing courses in the E30. So, which by the way, this I'm going to turn into a Toge Attack specific race car, because it has a bunch of like body kit material for it to look like the old silhouette cars from the 80s and 90s. So I thought that would be pretty cool. Now let me do a Toge Attack and let me show you how different the car feels with this extra power. So I'm really enjoying these Toge Attacks. They're real fun. I know this is a drifting game and all, but having a little bit of a change whenever you want it is pretty fun. It's let's say you don't want to be drifting the same couple courses over and over and over again. You want to play you want to go do some actual cornering and everything. You don't have to load up a Saludo or a Seto, whichever one's the mobile game. You don't have to load that up, wait for that to load, and you know, you could just go on the same game and go for the Toge Attack here. Now see, that was still very, very planted. It might have been a little slower because I was talking midway through, but it definitely felt really good. So, oh, my bad. So the car feels really good. What do you want to see? Do you want me to drift this thing and make it a drift car like every other car in this game? Do you want me to make it a Toge Attack car like I'm going to do with the E30? Or should I do like a mixture of both, where I buy 2 sets of tires, one that's super grippy and one that's meant for drifting, and you know, build something with just enough power to get around those corners sideways, but not enough to make it impossible to turn those corners properly? And should I add those quirky little, you know, cutesy little parts like the hand mirrors, the heart tail lights, and the mouth in the front? You let me know what you want to see from this vehicle, because there are so many different options you can take with these NA Miatas, especially in this game, that no matter what you guys ask me to build, it's still going to be really cool. So, let me know what you guys want me to see, or let me know what you guys want to see from this build, because I am down to do whatever, because this car is just really cool and I really want to play with it. But I want you guys to tell me what you want to see, because you're the ones watching the video. So, anyways, if you liked the video, leave a like. If you disliked the video, leave a dislike. Tell me in the comment section why you liked or disliked the video. Also, leave any comments, questions, or concerns down in the comment section. I have some social media down in the description, but not all of it. I still have to go over that because a lot has changed in the year since I've made a video. So, there's that. Hit that subscribe button, hit the bell icon to be notified whenever I do post eventually, because I am trying to get better at posting more often now that I've taken this year or whatever. Yeah, and I hope you liked the video. Thanks for watching, and have a wonderful day.